Hey everybody, it's Desiree and welcome to Road2Par the Podcast. Here we'll be helping you enhance your golf experiences through a little education, a little entertainment, and events and travel. So stay tuned, we have some live interviews that'll be coming up and just talking more in depth about the golf community and where we are, where we've been, and where we're going. So stay tuned for your Road to Par. Hey everybody, it's your girl Desiree, and thank you all for tuning in to Road to Par the podcast. I am so excited. Today I was able to come out to Twin Lakes golf course out here in Clifton, Virginia, and have a little time in clinic working on my driver, y'all, with the amazing Josh Jackson. So first of all, Josh, thank you for making time today and having me out. This is amazing. The clinic was awesome.
Thank you.
How long have you been putting on these clinics?
Well, shoot, I've been doing it basically, throughout the winter.
Okay.
For the most part, for who was willing to come out in the cold and try to put that work in.
They were like knocking the rust off in the winter. I know that's probably some serious golfers, huh?
So yeah. But yeah, I mean, we running on Saturdays, and we're not stopping anytime soon.
And then you had a women's clinic right beforehand, correct?
Yeah, we had the women's clinic at 10 a.m. and then most of the women, as you saw, like they'll go back to back. Most of them like travel from Maryland, DC, all that area, so they go ahead and just book both clinics.
Awesome.
And,
I mean, that makes sense.
Do a little back to
that makes sense.
The trip worthwhile.
Right. Yeah. So, who is Josh Jackson? Let's go back to that, because I mean, this is awesome, y'all. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I saw Josh. Was it the Capital Long Drive Classic, right?
Yeah.
Last year, doing a phenomenal job. Shout out to those people that put that on, because that was a great exhibition, and that was in the nation's capital. How was that?
No, it was very unique. It was an awesome experience. Like I had a great time to be able to compete on the Golf Channel also. And then on top of that, like the view was crazy. It felt like cool. Yeah, it felt like we were in a video game. Like we had the parking lot on the right, and then we had like the actual, we had the monument, and we could see like Jefferson Memorial and all that stuff on the left side.
They had the monuments behind them. That was awesome.
And then the grid was like right there. It was super fun.
Awesome.
I was glad to be a part of that was like the first landmark golf event ever.
Okay.
So I was glad to be one of the first to ever do it. So
right.
And yeah, I mean it was awesome. I had a decent showing and stuff too.
And how did you get there? Like, so have you been doing long drive for a long time?
I started back in 2018.
Okay.
I was coming off of injury. Like I was in the I was trying to get into professional golf like right when I got out of college, like right around 2014 or so.
Okay.
And then ended up tearing my patella tendon. And yeah, it took me a long time. Like I'm just now, right around last year is when I could actually swing and not really feel too much, or get that mental hesitation out of the way. And now, I mean, yeah, I'm starting to be able to plant into my left side a lot better.
He's like, I'm the bionic man. We're gonna make this work.
Yeah, it's helping my speed out a lot. So, and my control and stuff. So. But yeah, I've been in it for a few years. I mean, this is gonna be the third year, actually competing and stuff. So yeah, I'm very excited. I love the sport. It's cool.
Was it hard to transition from golf to long drive competitions?
Yeah, I mean the speed training and stuff is different.
Okay.
And then I'm also gonna do professional golf too. Now that I'm able to swing it.
Right.
And I got a lot more speed in the bag now.
Listen, I saw him hit that ball, y'all, because he was trying to give me a few pointers. Your girl was trying. The back got a little tight out there. But when he hits this ball, most of us, we hit the ball, it goes to where we hope it goes to, right? and we're like, all right, we're good, we're happy, on to the next shot. He hits the ball, and I swear it picks up steam in the air. It just kept going, and I think I lost it a few times.
I lose it too all the time. I was I've been hitting so many times that I sort of get I sort of have a feel for it now. Right. So I'm yeah, all right. Feel like I had a little draw on it, and usually I'm right half the time, or somebody can see the ball. But yeah. I lose it also.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Now, and you also have a shoe line.
Yes. Yes.
Right. And are those Josh Jacksons?
Yeah. These are the Juggernaut models. These are old. I'm probably gonna throw these away.
Y'all, he swings out his shoes.
I wear these things out, but they're very durable. Okay. Everything checks out. A lot of people have been buying the all white ones.
Nice.
Amazingly.
Nice.
Me, I can't do the all white ones. I got kids and stuff. My little 2-year-old probably drawing them or
like,
something.
I love you, Daddy.
Yeah. So I need something with a little more color to it. That way,
Right.
It'll stay a little more cleaner.
Now, I heard you talk to somebody about the shoes on the range, because I took a look. I'm gonna put a picture up so you guys can see the shoes and the links to where to purchase them. Yeah. But what I found was so interesting. So golf has gone into a sneaker mode, right?
Yeah.
And yours don't have a lot of traction on the bottom. Mm-hmm. And you were just explaining that to somebody. Can you break us down, like, how you kind of came up with that process on bringing the shoe to life?
Yeah, I mean, one big thing about golf and one big thing about power is footwork. Mm-hmm. People are starting to get out of that like spike type of traction at the bottom of their shoe, mainly because it does hurt sometimes. Like if you're like okay. I get stuck all the time. That's why you'll barely see me wearing spikes or anything like that. My shoes, we do add spikes to them if people want them. It's like an extra like little upcharge or whatever. But you won't see me wearing them too much because like my foot shifts a lot, especially like when I swing through the ball and everything. So sometimes it gets caught and it hurts my knee. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got knee problems. Everyone's starting to get away from like the spike.
Okay.
Traction and everything, and regular shoes are just more comfortable to wear, period.
This is true. I mean, I will say I've been on more of a sneaker kick with my golf shoe.
Yeah.
And for those of us that like to walk, get a little bit more exercise, I think it makes it a lot more comfortable going up and down hills.
Yeah,
when you have to.
So yeah, I mean, my Juggernaut model of my shoes, I have 3 models of shoes. So I have the Fly Knits. Those are more for like fashion.
Okay.
They don't have like as much support. They're almost like a slipper type of deal, but they're great reviews about them. Awesome. They're super light, nice and stylish and everything. You can wear them wherever you want to wear them at. Then we got the J800s, which are a little bit more of, they're like a mix between the Fly Knits and the Juggernauts. They got a little bit more structure to it. Also have like a little bit more traction at the bottom of them too. And then the Juggernauts, which are, those are my favorite. They're a combination of them all, but they're the strongest shoe I got as far as like structurally. And then you can work out in them.
Right.
You can run in them.
Right.
You can do pretty much anything in them. Golf in them.
Wow.
Like,
listen, I mean, they're really amazing looking shoes, y'all. When I first saw them, I said, "Oh, these look really nice." Like, I could go off the course, go get something to eat, come back on course, and I'm good to go.
Yep. So that's what I do. I do pretty much everything, and I'll go hit golf balls, jump right in the car,
and start and go about your day.
Yep, keep it moving.
I know that's
go play with the kids. Like, like they can stand up to pretty much everything, and we got a whole bunch of different designs and everything.
Right.
We've been getting more into like, I guess like the sneakerhead population.
Yes.
People like crazy like designs. Yes, so we got a few designs on like the back burner and all that, like dinosaur print. Okay. My son likes dinosaurs, so
that's awesome.
We got a dinosaur print.
So like the kid golfer have a little something to look forward to.
Yeah. We're getting more into that. Right now we're just with like the men's and women's sizes. Okay. But yeah, I mean, we'll eventually get into the kids. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's good. You got your own little models at home, right?
Yeah. So no, like we're just like trying stuff out, see what they like. Okay. If they prove it, then we're gonna release it. But all the products, if I haven't worn it or seen it, I don't release them at all. So everything checks out. Everyone loves them.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, everyone, this is amazing because not too often we get to sit down with someone that's transitioned from golf, long drive, and then now also in golf merchandising. And I think that's amazing that you've been able to tap into all 3 and then consistently build upon that. I mean, because how's the transition been? Because I know you had the recovery with your knee, and that, like you said, it can be a long process.
Yeah.
What is your goals for Josh Jackson, golf future player, teaching? What does that look like?
I'm literally just taking it, one day at a time.
Okay.
Eventually, I want to, well, not want to, but going to go on to the PGA Tour.
Okay.
And see how far I could take my game with everything that I'm, able to do.
Yeah.
It's mainly just, the processes of just dialing everything in, and pretty much with everything.
Right.
Seeing where everything fits, and then just making as strategic of moves as I possibly can. And everything's been working out, very well. Even with the merchandising and stuff, people are liking the clothes, or liking all the stuff that we offer. Even me being a part of the Osmond Golf Academy has been a great experience from all over, as far as working on other people's game and getting them to strike the ball better, to even working on my game.
Right.
I picked up so much knowledge this last little bit of what to do, what not to do, what works, what doesn't. It's been great, and then to be able to give it over to other people, to people come to my clinics, and they just now starting, and then just to see them hit a golf ball and see that thing fly, actually fly,
mm-hmm.
and they feel they actually get to feel what the sweet spot feels like. It's a pretty good feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's something that we're trying to spread out to everyone. Beginner golfers, more people need to get into golf, but people need to focus more on getting those beginner golfers into the game,
keeping them there.
Yeah, and golf is not, I tell everybody, golf is not fun unless you are hitting the ball good.
This is true. It's that one shot that keeps you coming back to the ball.
So with adults, you gotta keep that structure, or keep it going towards that. The short game and all that, of course, you know what I'm saying, you wanna work on that, but that requires a lot of practice. That's
Right.
gonna require a passion for the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how you build the passion of the game. Okay, my ball striking is really good. Let me go ahead and put some extra work in,
Right.
and start getting my short game together. That's when your whole game starts to develop. But for me, I came at the game from the standpoint of, I like to hit the ball. I like to see the ball go places and stuff. I started when I was 11, and
wow.
Yeah, I was terrible.
I think we're all a little terrible.
I was terrible. I was terrible for the first 4 or 5 years, but when
Right.
it clicked, it clicked hard. And, it was great.
And it's funny you say that. So we were talking earlier on the range, and we mentioned Tiger Woods, and when you hit that click moment,
Yeah.
and you're in the zone, how does that, from a teaching perspective, when you're out here with students, do you see that sometimes it clicks for them and they get in the zone? And
Yeah.
how does that work?
Well, mainly it's just you want to make it as simple as possible.
Right.
The more natural that you can move, the more natural you can swing. You don't have to think about too many things. That's when you'll start hitting the ball better. That's when you'll even start scoring.